Hey guys, it's Carter. Welcome back to the channel. Hope you guys are all having a fantastic day today. Now in today's video, we are going to be talking about the absolute best swing trading routine that I do every single week to ensure I'm going into the week ahead with some sort of game plan, some sort of approach, mindset, strategy, edge, so I can make as much money as possible. So I hope you guys all enjoy it. If you guys do, hit that like button and subscribe. And if you guys want to learn more about swing trading and how I find opportunity, how I find stocks, the scanners I use, the strategies for entries, exits, good risk management skills, check out our school. It's fantastic. We have everything you guys need to take your trading to the next level, and you guys can get 20% off by using code YouTube. Only one spot left for that code. So if you want to invest in yourself for 2025, click that link, sign up. It's like a college class. It's 8 weeks. You have lifetime access to it. We constantly update it. It's literally 100% worth it. It's not a get rich quick scheme. It's not alerts or anything like that. So check it out down below. And guys, let's jump into this. So every single week, I would highly recommend having a trading routine. As a swing trader and a trader in the stock market, you have to go into the week ahead just like a football team does, right? A football team goes into the week ahead understanding their playbook. So their playbook entails, like offense, defense, risk, all of that stuff. With trading, you have to have that same approach. You have to have some stocks on watch. You got to do your due diligence beforehand. So the stocks on watch, where are you going to enter? Where are you going to sell? You got to review positions that you're currently holding, so you can make as much money as possible. Everybody that invests or trade, we all have one goal, and that is to make money. So the biggest thing is don't take it lightly, right? You are the result of your actions. So if you're not profitable and you're not doing this, do it. So guys, let's turn to the computer and do our weekly swing trading routine. All right. So the first thing that I do is I'm going to review current positions. So we took a nice trade on VOO. Now the stock, or ETF, I should say, popped up above that trend line, which is a really good thing. Looking at the hourly, we're going to keep our stop loss near and around the 548 mark, right in this range, a little bit below here. So if it dips through that, support, we'll just take our profit and move on to other opportunity. The reason why we took a trade on VOO is because we had this huge sell-off in such a short amount of time, and it sold off down to that 90-day moving average line. Now, what I'm really hoping is for us to get some sort of trend line breakout, just like it did up here where it popped up a little bit. I would love for it to squeeze up to some highs this upcoming week. There's a whole bunch of good things that is kind of causing the market to kind of propel forward. So I do think we could see some nice buying pressure out of the market this next week, but you never know, right? You never know. Nobody can predict the future. So what should you do, right? You need to have that risk. So we understand, okay, stops at 548. Another stock that we're in on is MasterCard. We got in on MasterCard because of this nice hourly breakout trend, and because of the 1 hour time frame here was having heavy support on that 90-day moving average line. And it was also very undervalued on the RSI. So it was a combination of a lot of things. And that's the thing about trading, right? You don't just trade or buy a stock just because of one indicator or support line. You want like as many indicators in your favor as you can. You need to build up that checklist. So stock on an upward trend, sold off down to a support level, the RSI, when's the earnings, all that good stuff. So make sure you guys understand that. And the last and final one that I want to talk about is RYAN. RYAN here, the thing about this is they are going to be, you need to understand the earnings, right? The earnings is incredibly important. And this is kind of where it shows earnings on Moomoo, which is the trading broker I use. So, sometimes traders will be like, Carter, when's the earnings? It's right here. Earnings is a very, very important time for a stock and company because it's pretty much a 50-50 chance of making money. You guys can see with this earnings report, the stock went from like $70 to all the way to $61, right? Before it bought up a little bit. So it's a very risky time to be in the position. So you just got to understand that. One of the things that I always do is I have it in my digital journal. So I'm always ready. I'm always prepared. And I will also throw an alert in my phone like the day prior, so I remember. But this one here, the why we got in on this upward trend, 200-day moving average play, which is that red line. Also, the nice green RSI, extremely undervalued. And as we look at the daily, what do we notice? That huge, great hourly breakout, which is looking really, really nice. And using that 50-day moving average line as some support. So our stop loss is just going to be a little bit below that. So those are all the positions that we're currently holding. We're up about $2,800 depending on the day and the, in the moves that we've seen. So, which is awesome. That's great. But this is like defense, right? Understanding stop loss. What else do we need to be successful? An offensive playbook. So opportunity. Opportunity is so incredibly important because you want to get in on positions that show potential, right? One of the stocks here is Netflix. Netflix sold off down to that 90-day moving average line, right? Hit that blue line, and it hit it in the past here. And what happened? Great buying pressure. So it hit it here. We're slowly seeing this move up. So now here, as we look at the hourly time frame, where's that resistance, right? We have some resistance here, right, on that yellow line, which it did break out, which would have been a nice entry point. Missed that one here, but it's also using this, which is that 200-day moving average line. So we're just going to throw an alert just a little bit above that. Now, if it pops up, we'll get notified and then we'll review, right? What will we look for? We'll look for, is it acting as support? Is it breaking up and acting as support, right? As we look back, you guys can see it popped up right above this and it hit these levels as support. So now, right, that stock does break up above it. You could either keep your stop loss just below that 200 or below a couple moving average lines. But one of the main things that I like about this one here is we have a nice trend going in that direction. Another one here is Salesforce, which is CRM. CRM, as we look at it, it has this nice and steady downward trend, which for me, I never get scared of downward trends. So what we're going to do is we're going to throw an alert a little bit higher at about 328. 328 would give a nice breakout, and we could possibly see a nice little trend line forming like that. So we'll see how it reacts in the next week. If it gets some buying pressure, then maybe we could look for an entry here for a possible breakout, but we'll definitely keep it on watch here. The daily on this looks okay. It hit that 90. It's kind of trading sideways. So we'll see though. We'll see. MNKD here. This is a 200-day moving average play. As we look at it, right, you guys can see this nice steady trend line, and it will look a lot better here once I remove, let's get that out. But once I remove these moving average lines, you guys can see how strong that support is. So now entering at $6 even, keep stop, below 560. Let's see what that risk looks like. So keep our stop, a little bit below for possible push up to resistance, which would be about almost a 4-to-1 risk and reward there. Looking at the hourly here, for me to be interested, I definitely would love a breakout here above this. So we'll throw an alert. I do like this one though. I do think it could show some nice potential. ZM here, which is Zoom. Let's pull these moving average lines back up. You can see the heavy resistance that 200-day moving average play has. So we'll just throw in another alert above that here. Looking at the daily time frame, you guys can see it would be approaching that 90-day moving average line. So we'll see though. LOMA. This one here would be a 90-day moving average play. So the thought process I had entering there, if we find some confirmation on a breakout, target up here, great risk and reward there. And the hourly here looks interesting because we kind of have a little bit of this here. So, we'll throw an alert, a little bit above that in preparation for that 200-day breakout. CEPU, similar situation, right? And you guys can see that I'm pretty much just planning out my entry points. I'm planning it out. I'm not saying I'm going to take a trade. I'm just being cautious and understanding, okay, if the stock does this, I'm doing this. And that's what makes up trading, right? People think that it's this glorious thing of getting in and out of position super, super fast, or, you're sitting on a beach in Jamaica and you're drinking margaritas. No, most successful swing traders that I know, they probably work more than like the average 9 to 5. They consume the market, they consume knowledge. And if you're wanting to learn to trade, that's how you have to be. I love the quote, you are the result of your actions. If you're somebody that lacks education and you think it's just going to come as you just pump money into it, it's not. Trading is like just like any other career, doctor, lawyer, engineer. You need to invest in yourself. You need to invest in schooling and, invest in just consuming knowledge. And that's what you have to do. So, check out our school, code YouTube for 20% off, and we'll see you guys in there. So I hope you guys all enjoyed it. If you did, hit that like button, subscribe, and hope you guys have a great rest of your day and take care.